Hello friends, welcome back to ServiceNow 911. Today we are starting the series of HRSD, Human Resource Service Delivery. This is quite important and people were asking about it, complete series. So here it is, the complete series for HRSD. We will break down the whole series into small videos and I will try to explain you each and everything. Okay, I am very much excited to start this series. So for the time being, in this video, we just understand what is the need of HRSD, why HRSD is important, and what it is doing for all organizations. So let me share my screen. So here on the screen, you see two things, HR and employees. So both of these departments or both of these people have their own job functions. Let's say I'm a Java developer, I'm an employee. So my work is to work on my project, which is based on Java. So I must be good on my technology. I must, interact with my colleagues. I must interact with my manager, understand the requirement and deliver it. But apart from my job functions, there are various other things which I need to take care and I have to spend time. Like if I need something or if I need some device, like if I need certain, compensations, if I need certain permissions, if I want to understand about some benefits which my company is giving, let's say insurance, right? I am not an insurance expert, so I must need someone who can derive my request and provide input, provide output as soon as possible. So for that, I will look up and I will see who is there to help me. And most of the time it is HR. So this HR department is taking care of all such requests. This is a very big one like insurance, but small things are there which these HR people are solving. This is their job function. But if you see this HR team is very much, under pressure. They are doing all things manually. And most of the time you see they are just doing all the administrative works. They are doing all the paperwork, everything manually. There is no process. Even there are other departments like IT department, finance department. These HRs are interacting, coordinating with all these people for our queries. But at the end, the employees are not very much satisfied because the HR were under tremendous pressure. They are not able to provide much value. So these are the expectations. Okay, employee, boss, everyone should be happy. The company should be getting benefited by my work as well as by HR. But this is the real case. As I already told you, this is HR who is always under pressure, who is always doing these things. They are calling you, they are arranging the documents, lakhs of documents are there, everything is there. Okay, and this is my employee. And this is employee, you see the employee apart from their work they are busy in interacting with various departments, all. Okay, you can consider yourself in your company. Most of the time this is the same case. The HR is doing these repetitive tasks, it is highly time consuming. The processes are so complex and therefore we have less productivity. The employee satisfaction is also dropping. Okay, they are not getting what they want. They are not getting their queries resolved from all the departments because everything is clumsy, everything is very much complex. Even the small request of 30 minutes are getting more than 2 days to get completed. So now what to do in this scenario? ServiceNow has understood all these problems, the problem of employees, the problem of HR, and finally their integration problem. So for that, ServiceNow has introduced this HRSD module, Human Resource Service Delivery. It is based on automation, it is based on integration, it is based on the industrial standard which it is providing to all the companies. You see here, the HR and employee integration is taken care. ServiceNow HRSD is simplifying the processes. ServiceNow HRSD providing a straightforward way, a convenient way to resolve the queries as soon as possible. In HRSD, we have the way to automate the thing so that the work can be completed without the intervention of HR, like for repetitive tasks. So you see, keeping all these things in mind, ServiceNow HRSD is comprises of various applications. These applications are pointing towards a special problem, towards special processes which are there in complete human resource or you can say HR system. Like this employee center. This is the application which provide a single and unified portal for service delivery across the enterprise. So by using Employee Center, service delivery is very easy. The employee can go to this service portal, this Employee Center portal, and select the services and request the services. All kind of services are there with respect to every department like HR, IT, okay, admin. All such portal is there. All such categories are there which directly can be used. Then we have Now Assist. We are using generative AI to provide automated responses based on the models, based on the our past history, based on various new technologies. Like this, we have employee journey management, issue auto resolution. Okay, all these are AI based things. And one of the most important thing is case and knowledge management. This case management, you can say, this is the main application of HRSD. It involves the case creation for HRs and resolution of such cases on time and doing all such kind of automation and everything. You can see it is the standardized documentation, interaction, and fulfillment of employee request. This is the core thing, okay? And we will more focus on this because once you understand case management, it will be very easy for you to like get command over HRSD. Then we have HR Agent Workspace. This application provide a easy way for HRs to tackle the request, to take care of the request of employees. Then we have performance analytics by which managers or higher management can easily track the KPIs and get the reports and everything so that they can take crucial decisions based on how we are interacting with employees, what is the problems of the employees and all and all. And finally, various other applications are there. We will deep dive into these applications one by one. We start with the basics of HRSD and then we go in the deep in each and every application. So this is it for today's video. Today we understand what is the need of HRSD. In next video, we will start with HRSD and try to activate it. What all plugins are needed, we go in deep and understand and install it. Okay. So I hope this is it, where we will discuss how to activate HRSD in your system. So let me go to my instance. This is my instance. I already installed HRSD, but how you do that, let me show you. First of all, let's see all the modules which are installed when I install the plugin. Here you see HR case management, employee profile, HR administration, HR dashboard and reports, lifecycle events. These all are the related HRSD modules or applications which are installed. Okay. So in order to do so, you just need to install this plugin and its name is Human Resource Scoped App. So you have to go to plugins. This is demo. That's why it is free. Otherwise, in other instances, I mean, in customer instances, this is paid plugin. You have to get in touch with ServiceNow or ServiceNow account holder for your organization. Okay. And then ask him to like purchase the license of HRSD. So while purchasing the subscription, you have the option to opt for certain set of applications based on your needs, based on your organization setup. You can do so. Okay. So here you have to just search this plugin, Human Resource Scoped App. You see under the installed, I already have that. Under family plugins, Human Resource Scoped App. This is already installed. So the same will come for you here. Okay, and they're available for you, and you can just click on it and install it. Once you do so, you will be able to see all these things here, whatever I have shown here, all these necessary things, necessary HR related components. So basically most of the HRSD is covered in this. Okay, HR case management. This is the fundamental. This is the very important part of HRSD application. Apart from that, HR administration, all these are related. And you have a number of other applications like journey management, employee services and all and all. Okay, all these separate applications are there. We will discuss these applications one by one. But before that, we will start with this HR case management and HR administration. We will understand the basic and then we will go in detail. So I will request you, if you want to learn ServiceNow HRSD in detail properly, you have to install this plugin in your demo instance and carry on with these videos. In next video, we will understand about the roles which are available in HRSD application. Okay, this is also a very important part. So today in part 3, we discuss about the roles, type of roles in ServiceNow HRSD. So while we are installing the plugins of HRSD, there are n number of roles which get installed or created automatically within the system. And these roles are of two types. The very first one is core HRSD roles and second one is client roles. So let me go to my website, ServiceNow Spectacular. In this website, I have provided all the questions which are related to HRSD. You can go through it. It will help you in interviews as well. Okay. So here you see one of the question. What are the core HRSD roles in ServiceNow? So these are the core roles. Okay. And these are the client roles. So what is the difference between a core role and a client role? See, when we install HRSD, it is expected that the whole system get installed and this system is being used by HRs, the whole team of HR, okay? And in this HR team, there are n number of people. All people have their different responsibilities. So based on that, we have this core HRSD role. So these are the roles which are used by the HR team, okay? So here you see some of the roles I have written here. There are n number of other roles as well, but these are the very important. So the very first one is admin role. This is ServiceNow HR core admin, that is case and knowledge management administrator. This role is available to the people who are similar to ServiceNow administrator, but they have the capability to modify the forms, they have the capability to add a new field and all these things to modify basically the applications which are installed by ServiceNow related to HRSD. So all the HR applications are managed or administered by this particular person. So let's say tomorrow there is a need to make a change in the layout of the form or in the ACLs or anything related to configuration. This is the guy who is going to do that. Then we have a HR agent, that is ServiceNow HR core basic role. This role is granted to the people who are doing HR agent work on daily basis, like customer care. Let's say you have a query with respect to insurance, then your ticket will be redirected to the people or the person who is expert in insurance or who has more knowledge in insurance with respect to that. So like this, there are various other agents who are working on a particular thing, on a particular subject. So for those people, we have this role and this is known as HR agent. Then we have another important role, which is HR manager. So this is the whole and soul of HR team. All these people, all these roles are come under this HR manager only because he is the one who is deciding the policies, who is instructing the people that you have this responsibility and you have that responsibility. Even the HR admin also come under this role because he is the manager. So HR manager is a person or group of people who are completely responsible for the whole process oriented thing with respect to HRSD. There are few other roles as well, but these are not that much important. You can easily, get what they are doing. Okay. But these are the few roles which I explained and this is very important. Now come to client roles. So core roles were for HR employees. Now client roles are for the employees. You know, HRSD is based on industrial standards and it is there to help your HR team to manage their work easily. So for such thing, they have bifurcated the employees into n number of groups so that they can easily communicate with them, so that they can easily work with them and get their work 100% correct. So for that, you see various groups are available like alumni employees, contractor, permanent employee, contingent employee, and various groups are there with respect to location, new hire, and all and all. Based on your organizational setup, you can create your own client roles, but ServiceNow is already providing these client roles. Like I said already, these roles help in providing better quality of service delivery. So these are the two type of roles. I hope you understand what is core role and what is a client role. What is the purpose of these two roles? It is important for you to understand this concept because going forward, you have to think in such a way. In the series of HRSD, we are at video number 4, and in this we discuss about HR groups and HR skills. So what are HR groups? Let me show you. Let's go to groups here, our general group table. So you see here, these are total 21 groups which are out of box, which is provided by ServiceNow. Based on your organizational structure, you may change the nomenclature, you may change or you may add new groups accordingly. Okay, but out of box, this is what we have right now. If I open this one, this is the main group, that is HR group. The complete HRSD process is provided by ServiceNow out of box, and based on that, you have provided this group. So in this group, first of all, we have the role, and this role is ServiceNow basic role. It means whoever is a part of HR team will have at least this role. We already discussed role in the last video, and we know this basic role is needed in order to do the basic things in ServiceNow HRSD module, like working on the cases. Okay, so for such things we have this role. So whoever is the part of HR team, and that person will inherit this role. Then we have list of all the group members. So you see out of box, these are the group people which are there in this HR role. And then we have the child groups. Okay, so this is the parent. Okay, there is no parent to this one, but this is the parent to all the basic HR groups and all the groups which are there in the HR system. Everything based on their job function, all the groups. So we have created groups to manage the job functions, like you see HR benefit, HR investigation, leadership, onboarding. If in case you get a new HR service or new anything, you can create your own group based on your structure and provide a role to that group so that it will be managed accordingly. So now coming to skills. So what is a skill? You know, HR department has various specialists, and these specialists are available in these groups, right? Let's say you are someone from recruitment background. So you are a specialist in recruitment. You are someone from HR operations or leadership or investigation team. Okay. So you have your associated skills with you, so that in case a new HR case will be created, that case will be automatically assigned to the appropriate skill people. Having a skill help in automating the HR processes, so that the appropriate request will reach to the appropriate specialist and it get resolved as soon as possible. So according to your organization, you can create a number of skills. So let me open one of the group here. You see recruiting. Okay, if we open this, you will see it has two skill. First one is hiring. Second one is, I think, empty. It's having no name. It's a garbage, I guess. But you see here, this is hiring, right? So whenever a new ticket is created, or you can say whenever a new HR case is created, it will be redirected accordingly to this team. So who all is the part of this group? You can say these are the recruitment experts. That's why they have this hiring skills here. So let's say I am a manager of a particular department and I need a certain skilled people. So what I will do, I will reach out to these people, or I will create a HR ticket that I need some new hires, and then I will mention my technology on which I want these guys or these teams. Okay, and then that ticket will be automatically assigned to this HR recruitment team, or more specifically to the person who is there in this group. Okay, so apart from this skill, it is possible that these people may have certain other skills as well. So whatever skill is best chosen, whatever rules we have defined, the ticket will be redirected to this particular group or this particular group member. So how we are creating these redirections? These redirections are coming from here. If you come, let's say routing. So under routing and assignment, you see a matching rule. So if you come here, you see these are the previously created matching rules. So let me open this talent management one. You see this particular rule is created for HR talent management case. Okay, and this is the condition. If this condition is satisfied, then what we are doing, we are assigning the ticket automatically, like get agent by skill order latest. It means we are assigning the agents directly to that particular HR case. Obviously you have to define the conditions and all these things. You have to keep all these things in check, but I think you have understood the need of a skill. Okay, it is the job function of that particular person or that particular group which really help us in reducing the employee service time and providing the better service to the whole employees. So this role group and skills, these all things are interrelated. Okay, based on your choice, you can create a number of roles, groups, and skills and manage these things quite well so that your process will be more, simple, and it will take less time to complete or provide services. So I hope you understand what is HR roles, HR groups, and HR skills. Let me know if you have any doubt. So today I will show you how to create a HR user. And why I'm saying that, because in order to practice it properly, in order to understand a complete procedure of HRSD, you must be having a HR user. Why I'm saying that? Let me show you some demo here. So you see right now I'm logged in as a admin. This is a system administrator, right? And if I go to HR modules, you see, let me open this HR administration. You see, there are 5 modules, one, two, three, four, five, 6 or 7 modules here. Okay. This is for system administrator. So now let me impersonate to one of the HR user which I have created. Let me show you that user first of all. You see, this is my user test HR admin. Okay. So this is one of the user. Let me open it. So this is the dummy user. This user is a part of this group, which is HR admin. Let me open this group as well. And this group is having this role, core admin role. It means all the members of this group is also having the core admin role. So now let me log in with this user. This is the user ID. Let me copy it and let me go to incognito mode. This is my instance. Provide user ID. Now password. So now I'm logged in as a test HR admin. You can see here. So now if I go to the HR module here, you see under HR administration, you have much more than what we have seen for system administrator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There were around 7 modules, but here more than 12 modules. And along with that, there are much more things which you can see only when you log in as a, HR team member or HR admin. So quickly, I will show you one more thing. If I impersonate to this user, let's see what will happen. This is my user and I'm impersonating. Now let's move to HR module, HR administration. Here also you see the same as you were seeing as a admin, that is system administrator. So what this signifies, in order to get complete look and feel of HR modules, you must or you try to log in with a HR role or with a HR admin user. Impersonating will not work here completely. You will see some difference. It is because ServiceNow has designed this HRSD system to be completely safe for all the people. Nobody can take extra advantage of their role like system administrator. He will not see the things which are related to security or which are, private for any employee. So that's why we are seeing such things. Even when we impersonate, then also we are not able to see exactly the same configurations. So now let me end the impersonation and create one user. This is my user list. Let me click on new, provide the user ID. This is my test HR admin 4. Provide any email ID. Okay. Now save this user. Just remember, this is a simple user. This is not a HR user yet because I have not added this user in the group. And if I try to add it, even then it is not allowing me to add because right now I am adding this user with the admin privilege. These things will be allowed only by HR admin or HR managers. So now if I try to add this user in the group, let me do it, save it. We have the message here, but the user is still not added to the group. Let me reload it. No, it is not happening because I did it with the system administrator role. Okay. In order to add this user to the HR related group or provide HR roles, you must be a HR manager or someone from the HR team, higher privilege of HR team. So for that, we have one user. Let me show you that user. This user is Ramon. He is from HR department. And you see, he is having these roles. He is a part of these groups. So let me open these groups. You see, HR Tier 3 is having which role? This is the core HR manager role. And same with the leadership, core HR manager. So only this user or someone from core manager role will be able to add this user to the group. Okay, to the HR group basically, not any group, but HR groups. But before adding this user to the group, let me change the password, because once this user is in the group of HR or this user is having HR roles, a system administrator will not be able to set the password of this user. So that's why let me do it right now, because this user is a simple user as of now. Click on set password, generate password, copy it and save it. So the password is reset for this user. Let me try to log in this user now. Let me log out from this user first. This is the password and this is the user ID, because it is password reset. So this is the current password. Provide your password. Click on submit. So I'm able to log in into this user. Right now, this user is what? This is a simple ESS user which is having very less access or no role, right? So now I will come here. Let us impersonate to Ramon. Reload the user record. Come here. See, this user is having this role only, SNC internal. Okay. And click on edit. Write down HR admin. Click on save. So if I reload, you see, immediately the user is now a part of this group. Okay. So this is what I was trying to say. In order to test it properly, you must have a HR user with HR admin role, as well as you will see the difference here. Why admin is restricted to most of the activities. Only the HR managers or HR higher privilege roles will be able to manage the things in the HRSD or HR modules or HR applications. So now you see, let me show you one more thing. Let's move from here and impersonation. Let me come to, let me log out from this user and log in again. User ID, password, login. You see this user is now having the all HR cases here, all HR modules, okay? And you see the complete list, because right now I'm logged in as a user which is having HR admin role. That's why you see each and everything. If you navigate with respect to ServiceNow documentation, all the links and modules which they have provided while explaining HRSD, it is keeping that user, that HR admin user in mind. If you try to do it with the help of, if you try to do it with admin access only or admin account, you will not see all the modules because they are hidden from admin. Okay. And you will not able to see that while impersonating to that HR person as well. So that's why you have to create your own HR admin user. So now I am again logged in as an admin. Let me go to the user and try to set the password now. See what will happen. Generate password. Copy it. Now save it. You see it is showing the message. Let me do this in list view so that you will be able to see the message properly. So this is our user, test HR admin 4. This is the password. Let me try to update it. You see the message. The scope, human resource core, has scoped administration enabled, and this user has protected roles. But you are not an administrator of that scope. It is saying that I am not a part of HR team basically. I am not that administrator. It means I am not HR core manager or HR system administrator who has the privilege to set the password for this user, because this user now belongs to someone from HR role or HR team. So that's what I was telling you. You have to create a user, you have to set a password as I mentioned here before adding that user into the HR team or HR groups. Then only you will be able to do it, otherwise you will not be able to do it. The system will not let you do it. Okay. So I hope you understand what I was trying to say. Today we discuss the importance and how to create an HR profile. Right now I'm logged in as a test HR admin. Okay. So now I will go to HR profile. You see this is HR profile. Let me open HR profile and one more thing, HR users, or you can say only users. So this is a user table. Let me open able tutor. So you see this is the basic profile of able tutor. You know what is a user profile, right? And at the bottom you see a related link which is create an HR human resource profile. So this is what we call HR profile. So what is an HR profile? Let me open this table. This is a separate table as an HR profile. Okay, so let me open one of the record. So if you compare these two things, able tutors and this user, okay, you will see there is much more information in this HR profile. In able tutor, the maximum level we can go is with mobile number in terms of privacy, right? Rest all things are very corporate level, very business level. But in HR profile, you will see most of the confidential information like your date of birth, your marital status, your nationality, your gender, okay, your employment details, your package detail, your basic contact information, your home address, everything is there. And at the bottom, you see the beneficiary. It means the insurance stuff, who is covered, again, insurance stuff, your emergency contacts, your direct reports, all the cases which you have created till now, all the leave of absence which you are having in the system, okay, and your job history. Accordingly, as per your organization, you can add more details, but HR profiles is something which is used by HR for future purposes. But as these things are very much sensitive in nature, that's why this HR profile capability is limited to HR team only. Okay. So mostly HR admin will be able to see it, will be able to modify it and create it. Nobody apart from HR team will be able to see HR profiles. Okay. Not even the system administrator. He is also barred from seeing all these things until unless the role is being assigned to him or her. Okay. So if you see, there are total 602 HR profiles right now, as well as we have the user as 688. It means right now we do not have HR profiles for all the users. Okay. So depending on situation, the HRs may create a new HR profile. So how to create a new HR profile? You see at the bottom of each and every user profile, you have this link. Again, this link is very security driven. It will be visible only to the HR admin. So click on it. As soon as we click on it, HR profile is created for this user. Okay. You can fill up all the details and update this HR profile for able tutor. In case being a HR, you want to create more than one HR profile right at the time being. Okay. For that, you have generate HR profiles option. So here you have to provide the conditions. Okay. And then based on condition, click on create profile. Right now, there are 85 records or 80 file profiles which are not created. So it is comparing it with the list of users from user table. So right now there are 85 users who has no HR profile. So based on our condition, let me create some. Let's say department is HR. So there are 8 users. You see there are 8 users, okay, whose profiles are yet to be created. Okay, so now click on create profiles. It will run a job as simple as that and it will create the profile. You see, all 8 profiles are created. So these are the people who were, you can say, new to HR department and their HR profile are now created. Okay. So this is all about HR profiles. So what is HR profile? Why it is secure? Why it is important? All these things you have got it now, I guess. We are at video number 7 and today we will discuss HR criteria. I am logged in as a test admin. No, I'm not impersonating this person. I'm just logged in as this person, that is test admin. And this is HR administrator. So you have to log in order to see each and everything perfectly. Why, how, and all, we already discussed these questions in past videos. So go and watch it. So now let's go to HR criteria. Under HR administration, we have criteria. Click on it. So at the very first view, what you can observe from this, you see these are non-US users, all users, Canadian users, employee with this parent. So at the very first instance, all these are looking like a group of people which are having same conditions. Like this Canadian user, it means it has all the users who belongs from Canada. Like this employee only, it means it is having all the employee list. Like this new hire, it is having all the new hire users. Okay, so we can conclude that HR criteria are kind of groups which are used by HR department to send a particular communication. So why we have segregated these users? It is because when the HR want to send certain kind of communication, or when the HR want to share some kind of services with a particular type of people, type of employee, then they use these HR criteria. These HR criteria will be very useful because HR want to show certain things to only certain people. They don't want any unauthorized person to see a particular service, to see a particular form which is not authorized to them. So that's why they have to create these criteria. Okay, so let me open this Canadian user. It is already opened here. You see this is the name, this is the description, and here we have the conditions. Like we have HR criteria for HR department, we also have user criteria. These user criteria may be same as HR criteria or may contain HR criteria. So these user criteria are used at ServiceNow platform level. Let's say on a platform level we want to do certain kind of segregations, then we use this, but HR department is using HR criteria. So in future we will see various applications where we use HR criteria. So here at the bottom you see conditions. So all active users, so these conditions are nothing but condition builders. You can select the appropriate table here and provide the condition, then based on that condition the users or the list of the facilities will get shortlisted or filtered. Okay, if you want to create a new condition, you have this option new. If you want to create a new HR criteria, you can come to HR criteria and click on new. Provide something here, test HR criteria, just save it. So here at the related link, you see you have the option to create a user criteria as well. So you can create a user criteria. So as I mentioned earlier, it may be the same, or if you want to use the same HR criteria list as a user criteria, you can relate these two things and may use it at platform level as well. So click on this and click on any condition. So this is how we create HR criteria. So I hope you understand the meaning and concept of HR criteria. In today's video, we are going to discuss about HR cases. So what is a case? So let me go to instance. Right now I am logged in as a HR admin, and in this let me go to the cases. Here we see HR case management. So let me go to here all cases. So look at these cases. These are having numbers, these are having some short descriptions, these are having some states. So let me read out the short description here. It is report drug and alcohol, report workplace violence, report discrimination. So after going through these cases, we can say that these are the requests from the employee, and these requests are made to organizational HR department. So we can say that all the request, all the information which the employee need, all the information which the HR share with a particular employee are managed with the help of cases. If you want to know something about HR, if you want to know something about payroll, if you want to know something about employee relations, anything which you need from HR, you need to create a ticket, and that ticket is known as HR case. As simple as that. So in ServiceNow HRSD, we have this HR case table. Okay, this is the main table, or you can say this is the fundamental table here. And there are various other tables which are divided with respect to functional disciplines and are related to this table. So this is the parent table. Rest other tables are child table of this HR case table. What all other tables? Let me show you. HRIT cases, payroll cases, talent management cases, reward cases, and there are n number of cases. So this is the main table. This is, you see, HR IT operation cases. This is, you see, all the payroll related cases, and this is talent management cases, and this is reward cases. So like this, there are n number of tables which are child table of this HR case table, and we also call them COEs, or you can say center of excellence. In order to establish a proper process in HRSD, ServiceNow divided complete HR functions into COE, that is center of excellence. Let me show you the COEs first of all. So under HR administration, you see COE configuration, open it. So you see these all are the COEs, okay? So these are nothing but virtual differentiation of HR works, right? Of HR functions. And we are doing this in order to manage the work properly so that the HR team will do their work at their best and will be able to manage the work properly. So being an admin, based on your organizational structure, you have the ability, you have the permissions to enable or disable any of these HR COEs. Whatever you configure here and save it, all will be reflected in this table. You see, for each COE we have tables, like here we have HR payroll cases. So the for same we have this HR payroll cases. So these functional disciplines are nothing but tables when we talk about ServiceNow structure. So in each COEs, we can see various cases associated. So we have to define complete thing with respect to a particular COE, like from where the requests are coming, who is going to manage these requests, who is going to work on these requests, what all are the various categories which are coming under a particular COE, what all are the HR services which are there for that particular COE. So all these things are managed under one roof, and that roof is known as functional discipline, or you can say COE. Okay, so let me open one of the case here. Let me open that and let's go through it so that you understand it better. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the case here. Okay, this is its number, unique number. You know who is using it, who has opened it. Anyone from HR department can open it, the employee can open it, or the employee's manager or his friend or maybe colleague can open it on its behalf. And who is the subject person, who is the direct beneficiary of this particular case. Okay, so here we have ITL user, so because this is a demo data, so don't worry about that. Then we have one more important thing, that is HR service. Okay, so we have to create these HR services, and these HR services are directing to a particular COE. So how to create an HR service, what all categories are there in HR service, we will discuss in the next video. Just remember, these HR services are nothing but the services which the HR is providing to its customer, to its user, or to the company. Okay, so based on your need, based on your requirement, you can go to the catalog, you can go to the HR department and ask them that I need this particular service, or in that case the HR team can create a particular HR service for you, and then for that service a particular case will be created, or the employee can directly go to ESS portal and find the service and request that service so that he will get benefited. Rest other things are self-explanatory. You see the state, you see the priority, you see the source. Then we have assignment group. So as this is payroll case, so someone from the assignment group of payroll will be able to work on this. And then we have the collaborator are nothing but the people who are interested in these cases, who are helping people or who are helping employees to resolve their query. Then we have the watch list are the interested user, like your manager or someone from higher management, or anyone you want to add in this case, so that he will be notified whenever there is a status change or any other changes are happening. Then you have to provide your short description, you have to provide the skills. You know what is a skill, how to create a skill, what is the importance of skill. We all discussed these things, we discussed all these things in the past video. If you want to know more, please go back and check there. And then at the bottom you have the results. It may be possible that whatever issue you are facing here, it can be solved by using these knowledge articles. So the HR case or HR team or HR consultant can attach these things to this particular payroll case and close it, or maybe enlighten the user. At the bottom you see Comments and work notes, you know what are comments and work notes, as well as fulfillment instruction. So in order to provide resolution, in order to fulfill the request, these are the certain knowledge articles which are attached, and the employee can go through it. If you want to add any checklist, you can also do that. If you want to escalate the case, you have the action here. Okay, you know what is an escalation, right? If you are not satisfied, you can escalate it so that the manager or the higher management get notified, and they will take action, and they will increase their involvement and resolve the cases as soon as possible. And at the bottom there are emergency contact. If you want to add it, what all cases are open for this user, so the HR agent, okay, can see what all cases are open for this user. Rest all things are self-explanatory, I guess. Okay, so this is all about this payroll case. Like this, we have other tables, we have other COEs. People are requesting things based on that COE. So I hope you understand what is a case, how we are managing the case, and from where this case concept has come from, what is a COE, and what is the relationship between cases and the COE. In today's video, we discuss about HR services and few other concepts related to that. This is my instance. I am logged in as a HR admin here. So now, in order to get HR services, let me go to that table. Scroll down. Under HR administration, you will find HR services. You see, these are the HR services. Okay. So click on HR service configuration. So these are the HR services in front of you. These are out of box HR services. So what is basically an HR service? These are the bunch of services which are provided to the employee by HR department. We already discussed about COE, that is Center of Excellence. If you don't know about COE, please watch our last video. Okay. So based on COE, these HR services are divided. Okay. So this is one level categorization. So you see here, let me open one of the HR service. Let's open accommodation request. This is a very simple one. What is an accommodation request? It means you are going out for some work, official work, or you are relocating. So in that case, you need some accommodation for some time. Okay. So for that, this service is all about. So you see here, this is the form, this is the HR service name, this is the value. It's almost same as the name. Okay. Then we have the fulfillment type here. The fulfillment type means how the process of getting the service will go further. It's a manual process, or you can have a workflow attached to it. Okay, so series of steps will be there. So right now it is manual. You have all these options available. Okay, workflow is also there. So once you select workflow, you have to attach the workflow. Then we have one more categorization. You see, this is topic detail, and then we have topic category, and finally we have COE. So this HR service accommodation request is coming under COE, employee relation case. So after COE we have topic category. It means under one COE we have n number of topic categories. In the same way, under one topic category we have n number of topic details. So if you write down topic detail, these two will come automatically. Okay, so now I will show you how to create one HR service also, but for the time being, just look these three type of categorizations here. And then we have description. What is the description of this service? Make the description as much simple as possible so that the employee will get maximum. They will understand what this service is all about. Then we have the template. So ultimately, when you opt, or when any employee opt this service, which is accommodation request, a case will be created in COE. Okay, so as soon as the case is created, there are certain fields in that case. Some fields of that particular case will be filled automatically, okay, based on the template. So this is what the use of template. Okay, and then we have the record producer. So why we use record producer? You already heard about record producers previously, right? These record producers are nothing but something which is coming under service catalog, right? It means these record producers are available for employees to opt for a service, to request a service directly from the portal. So in case of HR services, you can request HR services by two ways. Either the employee can do it directly. So when the employee do it directly, they have to come to a portal. And in this case, it is something known as HR service catalog. Okay. Whereas there are certain HR services which employee cannot directly opt, cannot directly request. The HR or HR agent or someone from HR team will have to do it for them. For example, if an employee want to register a case against harassment. So in that case, most of the time they can report the harassment, but they cannot go beyond that, right? They cannot directly involve the police. It is the task of HR team to do that. So such type of services will not be available to employee directly. So if you want your HR services to be available for the users directly, then you have to create a record producer. So this is a simple request. Anyone can do that. That's why we have the record producer here. Then we have the case options. So case options is nothing but, let me show you the values. So again, these are some predefined actions which you can use in your case. Okay, like add manager to watch list. So if you opt this, then whenever the case is attached, whenever case is created, a manager will be attached automatically. So this is self-explanatory. Okay, you can choose it, and then option are available. Let's lock it. Then we have the HR criteria. So what is an HR criteria? We already discussed a proper session on that. Please go back and check there. Okay, so you can select the HR criteria here. All HR criteria are available. So these are nothing but the group of people to whom you want this service to be available. Okay, so if you want to have it for non-US users, all users, Canadian users, whatever you want, you can select here. Okay, though it is not mandatory, so if you have a need to attach an HR criteria, you can do, otherwise it will be available for everyone. Open for approver view. So again, these are some views. So whenever we see this particular case in the portal, in the employee service portal, in that case, how the open for or the approver view will look like. Okay, so you have the options to set up that view by yourself. It means, being an HR, I am creating this HR service, so I have the option to set up the view, okay, for the approvers. Okay, so you have four options, or you can create new based on your organizational policies. In the same way, we have the subject person or task assignee view. So who is a subject person? The subject person is the person for whom the service is being used. Okay, so if you want to show certain kind of view for subject person also, you can select it, otherwise default will be available. Then we have the description. We already know what is a description. Then HR service additional information. So again, you have the option, because you are creating an HR service. Being an HR, you have additional advantages, because certain things, certain fields can be, more sensitive to certain users. So though admin has already designed this form, but being an HR, you have the option to redesign the form by all these options, like service table fields. What all fields you want to add on the service table? It means whenever the ticket opens, what all fields you want to show there in this particular employee relationship case, in case of this particular service. So you have the option here. You can select the fields, and these fields will be available accordingly. So just try this. All these are self-explanatory things. Then we have the checklist option. So for this particular service, if you want to add a checklist, so that the user will be more sure whether they have attached each and everything, or they are following a particular pattern, okay, you can do so. You have the option to attach a checklist here. How to create a checklist? Just click on new, and then you have the option to create it. Okay, so now you know what is an HR service, why we are creating an HR service. Okay, what is the record producer here, why we are using record producer here. So now let's move to the HR catalog. So under this also we have manage HR catalog option. Click on it. So now you will see the HR catalog here. Being an HR admin, you have the option to manage this catalog. It means you either can delete it, you either can add a new catalog item, you can add a new category, you can assign or remove a particular catalog item from a particular category. Okay, so you see these all are the categories. Okay, so now if you click on new, a new category will be created. Or if you click here, let's say I clicked on employee relation, so this is a particular category. You have the option to create a new category here. So when you create a new category under employee relation, that category will be a child category to employee relations, right? A new catalog item you can create, or anything you can manage here. Okay, so it is a simple thing. I hope you know how to modify a particular catalog item. So just being an HR, you have the option to modify these things for HR service catalog also. So once we are done, let me show you a few more things. Here you see HR templates. So you know what is an HR template now, right? You can create an HR template for any of the table. Based on the chosen HR service, that template will be worked accordingly. Okay, so you have the option to create a template for HR. Then you see topic categories. You know what is the topic category now, and you see topic detail. Okay, so this is the table of all these things. If you want to have more topic category, you can add it. If you want to have more topic detail under a certain topic category, you can have it. Okay, so these three things: HR COE, then HR topic category, then HR topic detail. You have to know that these are the categorizations. Why we create these categorizations? To make the things more simple to manage. Okay, so that's why ServiceNow introduced these things. So this is all about HR service. So now let me go to HR catalog and open one HR service. Click on catalogs. Here you see we have HR catalog also. Click on it. So right now you see we are only seeing the benefits here. Okay, we are not having all the HR services available. So now let me click on this. Let me open this HR service. Select the plan. Now click on submit. As soon as we click on submit, you will see a new HR case will be created. This is the new HR case 1056, this one. Let me open it. So the values of these cases are created automatically or filled up automatically. It is because of the HR template which we have available for this HR service. You see this is the HR service. Okay, all these fields are self-explanatory. We already discussed what is skill and all in the previous videos. So just scroll down, you will see the checklist also is available. Okay, fulfillment instructions, what are the comments, everything is available based on this particular HR service. So now the HR agent, its name is Suzeta. Okay, so this HR agent will now work on this HR case and get it completed. You will see all other details here. Okay, so now let me open this HR service so that we will understand what type of HR service is this. So again you see we have the checklist available. That's why this checklist was available in the ticket, and this was a template. This was the record producer. If you remember, we clicked on the same record producer. Okay, and this is how the complete HR service will look like. This is the topic detail, this is the topic category, and all and all. Okay, so now let me create one HR service for you. Let's go to HR service, HR service configuration, click on new, provide some value. Value will be selected automatically. You see only topic detail is mandatory here. Why? Because topic detail is the last one. Okay, and based on topic detail we will get topic category and COE accordingly. So let's say I have selected account access. So based on account access topic detail, we have topic category as account access control, and it is coming under COE as HRIT operations. So this is a part of operations. So in the same way you can fill all other fields. Okay, rest all are self-explanatory. If you want your service to be available at HR service catalog, you can provide some record producer or create a record producer here. Fill up all other fields which we already discussed. Okay, so I hope you understand what is an HR service, what is an HR catalog, what is an HR template. Okay, how to manage these HR services, why we have a record producer, each and everything is clear now. Let me know if you have any doubt. So today we discuss about one more important concept here, HRSD assignments. So there are two types of assignment rules which are available here. Let me show you that. So if you go to HRSD administration, under that you see assignment rules. So there are two types of assignment rules here, HR assignment rule and HR matching assignment. Let me open both of them. So first of all, what are assignment rules? As the name suggests, these are defined so that the ticket will not remain unassigned. So when the ticket is unassigned, it means somebody is working on that ticket, so that the employee as well as the HR team will be happy that they are resolving the tickets as soon as possible, as well as the employees getting the services as soon as possible. So this is the main funda behind assignment rules. So ServiceNow has designed these two type of rules very intelligently. Let me open first of all HRSD assignment rules. Okay, so click on it. So this is HR total reward case. Okay, this is on this table, reward case table only, and it is conditioned based on assignment group is empty. It means as soon as the ticket is created, and if due to any reason or intentionally the ticket is not assigned to any other group, then immediately this particular assignment rule will trigger and it will assign it to this group, that is HR tier 1. Okay, you can even write the script also. Okay, but for the time being they are directly assigning the group. So assignment rules are as simple as we have the task assignment rules, where we are assigning the task immediately to the group so that they can work on it. So this is what assignment rule means. Okay, very simple. But when we come to matching rules, let's say the ticket is assigned to this group, that is HR tier 1, but in HR tier 1 there are n number of people. Okay, then to whom that ticket will be assigned, that will be decided based on the matching rule. So now ServiceNow has taken one step forward, and if you recall our past sessions where we discussed about skills and all, okay, so based on skill, based on country, or based on any other factor, the ticket will be assigned to the appropriate resolver. Okay, appropriate consultant, appropriate agent who work on it. Let me open one of this. So look at the name, HR task, agent by skill and country. Okay, then HR reward case, agent by skill and country. So just see the difference from assignment rule to matching rule. So using matching rule, we are assigning the tickets to the people, to the agent based on their skills, based on their country. So let's say the HRSD ticket is created from India, Mumbai, and with respect to insurance. So as soon as the ticket is assigned to, the assignment group, appropriate agent from India linked to insurance team, insurance domain will be assigned as an agent to that ticket. So this is the advantage of HR matching rules. You see the conditions here. Assignment group should not be empty and assigned to is empty. Okay. So directly after assignment rule, this rule should work, because here we are assigning the group and here we are assigning the assigned to. Then how it is finding the agent? You will see these APIs, HR assignment API, out of box API is there, and it is calling this function, and this function is get agent for HR task by country and skill. So I think it is self-explanatory. It will do the task as it is saying here. It will assign the agent from that country with respect to that skill. So that's why the skills are very important. When we discussed about the skill, we discussed each and every concept. We discussed how to create a skill, how to manage a skill, and what is the importance of skill. So I guess, ladies and gentlemen, you understand what are these two types of assignment rules. I will come up with more such videos. Just subscribe to the channel, share this particular playlist with your team if you are struggling to understand HRSD at a very, very basic level, very, very good understanding if you need. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.